As far as his comments, he's right. I don't think that Trayvon Martin's parents spent a lot of time raising him. They were busy leading their lives, and the night that he was shot in Sanford, his father was out with his girlfriend, and his father was staying in his girlfriend's condominium. I mean, look, we have been through this over and over again, Dr. Drew. I'm not going to change what I feel about this. I think it's sad the young man is no longer with us, but it was a lack of strong parenting that were in the that he led to his demise. Now, George Zimmerman.
Hold on.
George Zimmerman is like up at this point.
I'm disgusted.
So, you know, this isn't about Black Lives Matter and all this other nonsense. President Obama decided to make Trayvon Martin the black teen du jour. Meanwhile, you have blacks killing young black teens in Chicago and Philadelphia and D.C. Every day, right this moment, you have young black people being slain, and nobody cares about them. They are nameless to the rest of America.
Yodit?
That argument is so tired, and I'm tired of hearing about it. We're talking about this particular case right now. Trayvon Martin's parents were not on trial as you know, the greatest parents on earth or not, okay? That's not the point. The point is this guy, George Zimmerman, is clearly demonstrating a behavior that could actually make me question his parents and how they brought him up. That is the point, and it's disgusting to sit here and try to attack the family members and to throw dirt on Trayvon Martin's name. He's dead, but I mean, show some respect. And for him to be so hypocritical and sit there and say that they are cashing in on their son's death when he's actually doing that. His parents have traveled this country advocating, arguing before legislative bodies and groups and organizations, trying to bring about awareness to an issue that is so, excuse me, let me finish, to an issue that is so important in this country. Yet George Zimmerman, what he is doing is cashing in on his death, selling American flag paintings on eBay for $100K.
Hold on,
that is hypocritical, and you shouldn't do that.
Let's get Crystal's response. Go ahead.
So 1 minute you say that George Zimmerman shouldn't cash in by selling the gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with, which I don't condone. But then the next breath, you talk about Trayvon Martin's parents, who, by the way, have cashed in on their son's death very well, handsomely. And that's not going to bring their son back. And I know many parents who've lost teens tragically. Again, I go back to Chicago and the genocide in Chicago. You have FBI Director Comey, who has said the so-called Ferguson effect has led to a rash of homicides in more than 24 cities across America, including Chicago.
Hang on a second.
Where is your outrage on that?
Where's your outrage on that? Wait, Mark, go ahead. Help me out here, Mark. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Crystal, why is there linkage between those two? Because I don't understand that. I can sit here and I can have absolute, I can be appalled by what's happening in Chicago. I can be appalled by what's happening in the community. I see it all the time in the criminal justice system. It's appalling to me. But why is that equated with the fact that it's okay when somebody loses their loved one? Exactly. And when you say cashed in, you know, there is a civil justice system. The civil justice system says when the criminal system doesn't work, you get to go to the civil justice system. And I know you want to call it cashing in, but what does one have to do with the other? Why is it that we have to conflate those two and say, oh, it's okay for George Zimmerman to shoot and kill somebody and then sell the gun and insult the parents because black kids are getting killed by other black kids in Chicago?
Well, Mark,
I mean, it's a logical fallacy.
Where is the compassion?
I'll tell you why I'm connecting the two. I'll tell you why I'm connecting the two, Mark, and I have compassion. Where is your compassion, Mark, for all these black kids that are killed senselessly in the same? You talk about Trayvon Martin. I don't ever see you getting really upset and agitated about Hydea Pendleton. Do you know her name? You know Hydea Pendleton, the young black woman from Chicago who sang at President Barack Obama.
And the idea,
there are a lot of black kids and white kids who are nameless, and they don't get the attention that Trayvon Martin got. That's why I am upset.
Crystal?
He is not